Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Between Us. We're diving into episode 9. We're almost done with the series, y'all. And it makes me a little sad because I enjoy the series and I enjoy these characters and whatnot, but we're just gonna keep making our way through it and just keep on going. So last time we left off, well, we're going to get a little recap here. But last time we left off, we had the Christmas tree lights, we had Win tutoring team, we had team meeting Win's parents for the first time, and Win's daddy going off on about his brothers. Us realizing even more so that team is very much in need of verbal confirmation of Win's feelings, where Win seems to be a little bit more action based. And yeah, and at the end, Win gave Team a key to his place, and it was all very, very cute. Very, very cute. So we're gonna just dive in and see where this episode takes us. Chad, he is so nervous.
มึงไปดูเด็กมึงหน่อยดิจัดการรีบ
Sweet boy. Oh, what are we gonna do? Right here? In front of the swim meet? Putting no sunscreen. I protected my skin. Because I'm trying to protect myself from the damage of the sun. It's not nothing to do with my lightness or darkness. Girl, where are you taking me? The meet's about to start. Right here? Gonna hug your baby. Come on, soundtrack. Oh. I went reaching for my drink because just before I got done with these reactions, or started these reactions, I did 2 reactions to Unforgettable Night, and if you've watched those reactions, you would know that we've turned it into a drinking game, because it's there's just ridiculous shenanigans happening in that show. So we just turned it into a fun drinking game so we can get through it. And one of the triggers is anytime Boy Pop comes playing on in the background, because even with Boy Pop, we can't save that damn show. So started singing, I immediately went reaching for my drink, and I'm like, oh wait, I don't have that drink anymore.
นั่งแค่ชมรมว่ายน้ำ
Exactly.
ที่มีแค่กู
Aww.
แค่2 คน
Stop it! We're only like 3 minutes into this episode. Why are y'all making me feel things? My sweet boy.
จำเอาไว้ ไม่ว่าอะไรจะเกิดขึ้น แค่มึงมองมาเข้าใจไหม
Stop it! You need to stop it.
เนี่ยรอผมหน่อยนะถ้าผมพร้อมเมื่อไหร่ผมจะเล่าทุกอย่างให้เนี่ยฟัง
Okay. It's communication. It's communication that communication is coming. Oh, grab me, daddy. Okay.
ไล่มันทีนึงไล่มันอ่ะ
Aww.
โชคดีนะมึง เดี๋ยวก็มีคนมาเห็นหรอก
He doesn't care.
แล้วคราวนี้เฮียมาห้ามไปไหนแล้วรู้ปะถ้าผมเงยหน้าขึ้นมาต้องเห็นเฮียตลอดเวลาเข้าใจไหมรู้แล้วนะไม่ไปไหนแล้ว
Y'all too damn cute.
ไปแล้ว
You see how he keep coming back to these lips like this? Aww.
ไปทำอะไรมาเนี่ยไม่น่าเป็นงั้นน่ะ
Girl, it's just sunscreen.
รู้ไงเนี่ยแบบที่ปิ้นบอกเป๊ะๆเลยนะบอกเข้าใจอะไรผิดหรือเปล่า
ไม่ผิดหรอกแต่มันก็ต้องทาดีๆดิมานี่มา
Why are we sneaking into bathrooms? Child. I know there's some people who have mentioned that they don't really care for this couple, or this couple does nothing for them, but I think they're adorable and I like having them. Aww. And that's it. Just sweet and innocent and delicate and just
ถามอะไรได้ไหมที่ตัดสินใจทำเมื่อกี้รู้สึกยังไงหรอ
ไม่รู้อ่ะ
But it felt right. I'd like to do it again.
ไม่รู้เลยหรอ
เราไม่รู้ว่าควรรู้สึกดีไหมอ่ะ มันดูจะเป็นไปไม่ได้เท่าไหร่อ่ะ
ยังไงอ่ะ
ก็เพื่อนเราบอกว่าปิ้นเป็นดอกฟ้า เราเป็นหมาวัดอ่ะเรากลัวว่าไอ้ความรู้สึกแปลกๆของเรามันจะทำให้ปิ้นลำบากอ่ะ
At least we're having an honest conversation about it.
เราต่างหากที่ต้องกลัว กลัวว่าบีจะรับไม่ได้ที่เราเป็นแบบเนี้ย
แบบไหนอะ
ก็แบบที่เราเป็นนี่ไง ผู้ชายที่ชอบผู้ชาย หรือ
You mean being a homosexual?
เกย์อะ
That's not really a condition, baby, but
ผู้ชายที่ชอบผู้ชาย
I mean, is this a surprise? Y'all been sitting here flirting this whole damn time? About damn near stuck your tongue down his throat 20 seconds ago.
นี้เราก็เป็นด้วยดิ
Okay, alright. It's like if you gay, I'm gay.
ปินเป็นผู้ชาย แล้วเราก็ชอบปิน
Mm-hmm.
ก็แสดงว่าเราเป็นเกย์ด้วยดิ
Like I said a couple episodes back, I love that they are not afraid of the word. They're saying it out loud.
บอกชอบเหรอ
Mm-hmm.
นี่คือเรากำลังถูกสารภาพรักใช่ป่ะ
I mean, I didn't say love. I said I liked you, but yes, pretty much. Like I've said before, they're just like my little spot of sunshine and sweetness. Like I get all sweetness and whatnot from winning Team 2, but they're just like pure sweetness. It's just a different kind of relationship for the show.
ก็ยังบอกใครไม่ได้ด้วย
เราจำเป็นต้องบอกใครเลยเหรอ
รักก็รักกันอยู่แค่2 คนน่ะ รู้ก็รู้กันแค่2 คนไม่เห็นต้องแคร์คนอื่นเลย
And that's fine for now. We'll see how long we both feel about that,
แส
but
ดงว่า เราเป็นแฟนกันแล้วใช่ไหมอะปิน
a secret couple, but yes.
เฮ้ยเจ็บ
บ้าเหรอ ก่อนจะเป็นแฟนกันนะมันต้องจีบก่อน
It's like, girl, you gotta woo me. I'm not that easy.
โอ้ยก็ได้งั้นน่ะ เราจะจีบแล้วนะจะเริ่มแล้วนะจีบจริงด้วย
This
เฮ้ย
is this flirting?
แล้วอะปล่อยฟอดได้ไหมอะจะได้มีกำลังใจแข่งเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวดิ
ไปเตรียมตัวแข่ง
งั้นไปแล้วนะ
สู้ๆนะ
Oh, they're cute, you guys. Would this series be fine if these two characters didn't exist? Absolutely, but they're still adorable. Nipple. You got this, baby. Okay, this music tells me that we're gonna have a good swim. Unless halfway through the pool we do a quick little switch of instrumentation. But this music tells me we're gonna have a good time. Okay, he made it. We survived. It was a good time. Good times were had by all. He is a man in love, I tell you. Hey, Brooke, I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, baby? Come on, gold medal.
เดี๋ยวออกมาไว้ให้นะพี่
โตไปอ่ะผมจะเป็นนักกีฬาทีมชาติ และผมอ่ะจะเอาเหรียญเงินมาฝากแม่
อ้าวไม่หวังแค่เหรียญเงินเหรอ
ก็เหรียญทองอ่ะเป็นของพี่แล้วไง
ขับรถไหวใช่ไหม ไหวดีเฮียแค่ชลบุรีเองกระพริบตาก็ถึงแล้ว ไม่ต้องขับเร็วมากรู้ไหมปังครับถึงแล้วบอกกูด้วย ไม่ต้องห่วงเฮียบ้านผมเองหลับตาขับยังได้เลยเนี่ย โชคดีนะมึงหัวหน้าเดี๋ยวผมซื้อข้าวหลามป้องใหญ่ๆมาฝากเห็นไหมจะซื้ออะไรก็ซื้อมาแต่รีบกลับมานะรู้ไหม
Y'all cute.
จะไม่ให้ผมอยู่กับพ่อกับแม่เลยหรือไงฮะ ไปแล้วครับ
Don't go give your mama a heart attack. Okay.
มาแล้วเหรอลูก เล่นแบบเนี้ยถ้าแม่หัวใจวายไปจะทำยังไง
What I say? What I say?
มาเหมือนรู้ว่าทำของอร่อย
พ่อ
Hey, daddy.
กินมากครับผมหิวมากเลยอ่ะ
เพียบเลยอยู่ในครัว
โอเคเดี๋ยวผมไปยกมาให้ โอ้น่ากินมากเลยอะพ่อ
ทางผู้ส่งให้สาวคนไหนล่ะ
สาวอะไรอะพ่อ
No, don't worry about it.
ถ้ามีแฟนอ่ะ ก็พามากินข้าวที่บ้านบ้างสิ
I don't have a girlfriend.
แม่โอ้โห
กินคำเล็กๆหน่อย เดี๋ยวติดคอ เดี๋ยวเธอจะโดนฟาดเนี่ย
ผมรอเล่นครับวันนี้ผมขอนอนด้วยนะ
โอ้โตเป็นควายขนาดเนี้ยยังจะมาเบียดพ่อแม่ทำไม
I
ล่ะ
was gonna say.
พ่อนี่ลูกคนนี่ลูกควายหน่อย
พ่อว่าก็เหมือนอยู่นะแม่
This are we meaning like sleep? Can I spend the night here or like
หาพี่เขาเมื่อไหร่
sleep with you? Like, can I share the same bed as you? As like I'm a 2-year-old. Hopefully, it's just like, can I stay here?
น่าจะไปพรุ่งนี้ครับจะเรียนทองให้ด้วย
พี่เขาคงดีใจเนาะ
I still don't know if we're talking like past tense, like he is gone, and well,
กินต่อ
well, no. Well, I know the cousin. Never mind. I figured things out in my head. I remember things. Okay. Okay, it's the three of them. That's fine too. I thought I was gonna get some ANC action together, finally get this ship sailing, but okay.
นี่กูก็จีบเอาใหญ่ว่ะไอ้หมาวัดอิจฉากูดิ
I also need you to get a napkin, sir, because I just watched you eat this wing, lick your fingers, and then rub your hands on this white bed sheet, and I need you not to sully these clean, pristine red bed sheets with your damn greasy wing fingers.
ไปเป่าประกาศให้ใครรู้เลยมาแล้วมึงจะเอาดาวแล้วมึงเฮ้ย5 4 3 2 1
Okay, come on, New Year's.
Happy New Year
Close enough. He's like, rude?
จอนแก้วกูมาด้วย
Okay, I don't have any more alcohol, but I got my water. Cheers.
จอนมึงฝากบินมาแล้วแน่เลยว่ะมาแล้วไปเดี๋ยวกูเชิญให้ไหม
His face is always so pretty.
เต็มที่ได้เลยนะทุกคน เราไม่ไหวอ่ะ ขอนอนก่อน
Aww. He's always so tired, my poor baby.
แล้วทำไมปิ้นมานอนนี่วะก็ที่ทำงานอยู่แถวนี้อะแล้ววันเนี้ยผู้จัดการเขาก็ไปทำงานคนอื่นนะก็เลยต้องกลับเองเลยกูก็เลยเห็นว่ามันดึกแล้วก็เลยชวนมานอนซะเลย
Yeah.
ไม่ไปรับครับถ้าเกิดว่าปิ้นอะซ้อนท้ายมอไซค์กูอีกก็เกิดดราม่าอีกดิวะดังนะเนาะ
Mm-hmm.
ดราม่าปรับตัวไว้เชียวนะมึงอะแต่ว่าพวกมึงอะกลับได้แล้วครับฮะ
But girl, we just started partying.
นี่กลับเถอะ
But girl, look at all this food.
ได้กินไก่ชิ้นเดียวดึกแล้วเดี๋ยวกูเป็นห่วงมึงเนี่ย
I mean, girl, he passed out already.
เลยทันใดให้เวรเลยไปแฮปปี้เบิร์ดเดย์
Happy birthday.
ของกูด้วยนะครับนายกูเก่งแล้วมึงนะเดี๋ยวนะ
I know. That's one thing. Like I understand new budding relationships. You want to spend all your time with them, and I get it. But that's one thing, and I've had friendships end over this bullshit, where people forget about the friends that were there beforehand because they want to spend all their time and energy with this new person. Don't forget about the people who were there before, because if it doesn't work out with this new person, these people might not still be there if you treat them poorly. I know that's not the situation happening here. I'm just voicing. Girl, you do not go searching through a lady's purse like this. Are you gonna take his makeup off for him? Just don't scrub too vigorously.
Happy New Year นะเฮีย Happy New Year หวังว่าปีหน้าจะได้เขาดาวด้วยกันนะขอให้เป็นปีที่ดีของเฮียนะเช่นกันนะมึงเฮียแค่นี้ก่อนนะเดี๋ยวผมซื้อของไปฝากป้าตาครับ
อ้าว ทีม
สวัสดีครับ
กลับมาบ้านเหรอลูก
ใช่ครับพอดีมาเยี่ยมพ่อกับแม่ครับ
แล้วที่มหาลัยเป็นยังไงบ้าง เรียนอยู่ชั้นไหนแล้ว
ปี 1ครับ
ทีมอยู่ปี 1
Lord, it's too much emotion happening right now.
ถ้าต้นยังอยู่ป่านนี้ต้นก็ต้องอยู่ปี 3ใช่ไหม เพราะ
ราะต้นเขาโตกว่าทีม2 ปี
ใช่ครับ
ต้าไปก่อนนะ โชคดีนะ
สวัสดีครับป้าตา
See, that's such a tough situation to be in. Because, like, even if she doesn't hold him responsible, like she was, like, saying in that flashback we keep seeing, I never had a child, I've never been a parent, but I imagine that being a parent who has to lose a child is not something that you just, oh, he did want to sleep in the same bed. Okay, interesting. I imagine that's not something you just get over. I imagine that's something that no matter, you have good days and bad days. Some days it might be easier, but there are definitely going to be days like this when it hits you that, oh, they are not here. If they were still here, they would be doing this right now. And it's just, it's tough.
ทองมาให้อ่ะควายจนแขนเกือบหลุดเลยเป็นไงสวยไหมพี่เป็นไงบ้างอ่ะสบายดีหรือเปล่าผมโคตรคิดถึงพี่เลยพี่ยกโทษให้ผมเลยยังนะพี่หายโกรธผมหรือยังผมขอโทษนะพี่
สวัสดีปีใหม่นะลูกวันนี้แม่ทำของโปรดหนูทั้งนั้นเลยมากินข้าวกันนะลูกเมื่อวานนี้แม่เจอทีมมาแต่แม่ก็ไม่ได้โกรธได้เกลียดเขาแล้วนะ แต่พอแม่เห็นเขาทีไร แม่ก็อดคิดถึงหนูไม่ได้
It's understandable. I enjoy this multicolored Dale moment she's got going
วัน
on.
นั้นแม่ไม่ได้ให้หนูไปเล่นกับเขา หนูก็คงไม่ตาย แม่คิดถึงหนูมากเลย วันนี้แม่กลับก่อนนะลูก เดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้แม่มาใหม่นะ
But see, this is what he needed to hear, that she's not mad and doesn't hate him, but still. Oh, God. Sweet boy.
เนี่ยอะไรอ่ะดูทีวีดิ แล้วพี่ทีมอ่ะไม่พาพี่ทีมมาด้วยอ่ะมันกลับบ้านต่างจังหวัดอ่ะอ๋อแล้วกลับวันไหนอ่ะ เห็นว่าน่าจะพรุ่งนี้มั้ง
It's like, girl, I want to play with my new friend. He's my favorite of your boyfriends.
เราเขาโทรมาดิ
He is precious.
อย่าทำรู้ดีเขาไม่โทรมาก็โทรไปดิเฮียไม่เสียฟอร์มหรอกไม่ได้กลัวเสียฟอร์มเว้ยแค่ไม่อยากโทรไปกวนเขาตอนเขาอยู่ครอบครัว
He is precious.
แล้วนี่เป็นอะไรกันอะตอบ
My little ray of sunshine.
ด่าเฉย เขาโทรมายิ้มหวานด้วยนะเงียบดิ
I love this little sunshine.
ไอทีม ตอนนี้มึงอยู่ที่ไหนเกิดอะไรขึ้นเนี่ย รอกูอยู่ตรงนั้นนะอย่าไปไหน อีก2 ชั่วโมงกูถึง เฮ้ยแกจะไปไหน ไปหาไอทีม ฮะ พี่ทีมกลับบ้านต่างจังหวัดไม่ใช่หรอพี่จะขับมอเตอร์ไซค์ไปหรอ
Oh, and it's raining too, Lord. I mean, maybe you could have told him to, like, wait under a tree or something. Because he gonna catch something. I know that's not his focus right now.
Hmm. เรื่องนี้ผมต้องชดใช้เท่าไหร่ แค่ไหนถึงจะพอพี่ ทำไมคนที่ตายถึงเป็นพี่ ทำไมไม่ใช่ผมอะ
Baby. Oh, baby.
ไม่เป็นไรกูอยู่ตรงนี้แล้วไม่มีใครทำอะไรมึงได้แล้วนะทำไมไม่โทรมาคือกลับบ้านแล้วกันนะ
มารับแล้ว
Poor sweet boy. Okay, that episode was a lot. That episode had a lot of just emotional range going on. So we started off at the swim meet, and there were a lot of mixture of cute moments and a little bit more emotionally driven moments. So we had back and forth between two of our ships. We had Win and Team, because obviously Team was nervous, as he gets before these competitions. He always seems to get nervous and whatnot. So Win took him off to the side and basically just tried to comfort him and calm him down and just let him know, hey, I'm here. If anything, look at me. Look over to me. I'm here for you. I'll always be here for you. And it was just one of many beautiful moments that they've had throughout this series, throughout this entire just until we meet again between us world. They've had a lot of beautiful moments, and so that's just another beautiful moment they've had. And we were splicing back and forth between that sort of a little bit more emotionally driven, I'm going to be your support system, I love you without saying the words I love you, because again we just can't seem to get these actual verbal confirmations out in the open, and that's exactly what, as we've discussed, that's what Team needs. Team needs verbal confirmation, where Win is very much more action driven. So we're so close. We keep inching closer to and I love you, I want to be with you. That, like we're so close, but you know, it's fine. But we're splicing between that sort of emotionally driven moment and then B and Prince and their cuteness, their shenanigans, and just like I've said before, if I were to compare this series to Why Are You, Win and Team give me that the sort of Tudor P fight ship vibes, where it's like their relationship has the emotion. There's a lot of this. There's this passion. There's this fire. There's this push and pull. It has all of those like heavy emotional moments are from that ship, and then B and Prince are like my cute little, like, yes, they still have a very valid ship, and it's very full of love and, you know, growing this, that, and the other, but it's just they are the innocent, wholesome ship. So B and Prince are just my innocent wholesomeness in the show, where my other ships are a little bit more deep and heavy. So you get the best of both worlds. If you want to dive into the world of, okay, we're going to dive into all these emotions and we're going to feel everything and we're going to go through it, then yeah, you get that with Win and Team. But if you just would like to just have something that's nice and cute and easy and simple, then, you know, you got B and Prince. So we had those just two nice little moments juxtaposed next to each other. And then we got into the actual swim meet itself. Team won, as he did, as he should. I wasn't sure. Once the music started, I'm like, okay, this feels like it's a sign that good things are going to happen. So either he's going to win because this music is telling me that we're in a good place and he's going to win, or on his way back from the swim, so he already swam to one end, on his way back, something's going to happen. He's going to cramp up, the music's going to change, and, you know, something dark's going to happen. So either he was going to win or something really bad was going to happen. So I'm glad that he won, because heaven knows I didn't need anything bad to happen to him in this pool again for like a third time. Lord Jesus, the last thing we need. Yeah, so we celebrated, we're excited, and we're going to stay at the resorts for, you know, to congratulate everyone on the team. Great. We got a little bit more of Juan and Dul. I've missed them. They weren't. I don't think they were in the last episode, and they may not have been the episode before. So I missed them. I know that we've been focusing a lot on B and Prince's relationship, which I'm happy for. I love seeing them together. But I wish there were a slightly better balance. I wish that we got to spend a little bit more time with Juan and Tool, and as well as Brook and Manao, even though I know Brook and Manao are kind of resigned to being the background ship. Like we established early on, okay, they're together, great. And then at the end of like the original series, we kind of saw them together too. So it's like, okay, they're together, they're happy, and that's all we're really going to get from them. We're not going to really spend too much time. But moments we do spend with them are adorable and cute, and I love them. So they're another one of my cute, adorable, easy, breezy ships. But they've already been long since established in watching this season where B and Prince, we've just been going on this journey with them. But I wish we did get to spend a little bit more time with Juan and Tool. And the further we get in, I don't know that A and C are supposed to be a ship. I just want them to be. So I wish that we could make that happen too. But you can't get everything you want. But yeah, so we got a little bit more with those two. Then we started to part ways. Juan went to his, or not Juan, Team went to his hometown, visit his parents, this, that, the other, bring the gold medal. And what I like about the latter half of the episode is, well, it was very emotionally driven, which this series is just known for. It loves to tug at your heartstrings and stab you in the heart, stab you in all the feels with just emotions. But I love the acting, again, is phenomenal. There's just so many different layers that some of these characters are having to portray, and they're doing a fantastic job. So this whole time we've been seeing Team struggling with these flashbacks and whatnot, and I feel like this episode really gave, at least me, the most insight into the life he's living right now. Like, obviously we've got other flashbacks and we saw, okay, yeah, he's swimming and, you know, he's doing all this kind of stuff in dedication to his brother, cousin, whatever terminology we want to use. It's like, you know what, since they were kids, they always talked about swimming together, and he's like, you know, I'll always be take the silver medal because you're always going to get the gold medal. And it's like, okay, so now he's just kind of keeping up that sort of promise. But what we got to see at the grave site there after Auntie left, which I'll touch on that scene in a minute, but after Auntie left and Team was just, he was distraught, he was beside himself, to the point that he had to call Win, who was two plus hours away, and Win's like, okay, stay there. I didn't think Team would actually just like stay there on his knees the whole time, but again, he was in such a state of just being distraught that he'd probably listen to whatever Win said. Win said, okay, stay there, fine, I'm gonna stay there. Win said, walk across the street. He's just looking for someone to guide him, comfort him, do something. So he'd probably just do whatever he was told at that point. But when Win was coming up on the bike, just before he got there, Team is in there talking again to the gravestones, like, you know, when will it be enough? Basically saying that this entire life that he has right now, every choice he's made, the path he's on right now, is more or less him trying to make amends and make up for the fact that he feels responsible for his brother's death. He feels responsible, and we've already touched on this earlier in the season when we first, you know, started getting these flashes, where, you know, can't really hold him responsible for other people's actions. Not that his brother was going into that situation like, okay, I'm going to sacrifice my life to save yours. No, he was just trying to, hey, my brother's drowning, let me try and help him out here, and in the process ended up losing his life. But, you know, it's easier said than done, but, you know, we can't hold ourselves responsible for other people's actions, even if they were actions that were a result of trying to help us, because they did not have to take that route. Even though we're appreciative and they saved our life, this, that, or the other, it's not something they had to do, and we shouldn't be holding ourselves responsible. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but he's been walking around with this burden all of this time, all of these years. He's been walking around with this weight on his shoulders and just feeling all of this responsibility and all this guilt, and he's constantly flashing back to these things. So everything he's done is to try and make amends, to try and make up for the life that is not here. He's like, okay, this was a life he probably was going to live, so I'm going to live it for him. So he's like, when is it going to be enough? When do I get to live life for myself? When do I get to have me time? When do I get to be me versus being, living someone else's life? And it kind of reminds me, if you haven't seen Guy Saw Pellicula, I'm not going to go into too many details, but if you have seen Guy Saw Pellicula, you probably know what I'm referring to. And it reminds me of similar storyline for one of those characters where it's like, hey, we have this sibling who passed, and now we've spent our entire lives just trying to live in that memory, trying to live as that person in order to satisfy other adults in the situation. So it kind of reminded me in that sense, and he's just like, when is this going to be enough? Because he's tired, and he wants to live life for himself, and he feels guilty. There's just so many emotions, such a range of emotions, such a complex thing to try and portray, but he's doing a fantastic job, and it's just like, oh my God, acting. Both the scenes we got with the auntie in this episode, fantastic. Different ends of the spectrum from one another as far as the emotion that's being played, but it's just so good. So the first time we saw her, she was just walking home or wherever she was walking, and team felt the urge to say hello because it is his aunt, and he still feels some type of way, but you could see, like, between the two of them, they didn't really know how to act around one another. She does not like hold him responsible, or she doesn't hate him or anything like she said later in the episode anymore, but seeing him immediately brought her son to his mind, and I'm sure that he was on her mind anyway, because again, I've never had a child, I've never lost a child. Hopefully that's something I'll never have to do. I don't even know if I'll have kids at this point, but that's a conversation for another time. But if you lose someone like that you truly care about, I completely understand if they are constantly on your mind. I have friends who have lost children, and like, yes, they have their good days, they have their bad days, but every once in a while I'll see them post something, and no matter how many years have passed and whatnot, I'll see them post something about their son or their daughter, and just you can still feel the heartbreak, like the heartbreak is fresh and new for them. So some days it's easier, and other days it's not. So, but it's not something you just forget about. You just don't get over something like that. Some people never do, and that's completely understandable. So for her, like, she's kind of moved past the whole blaming team thing. She's like, yeah, I don't hold him responsible anymore, but at the same time, I see his face, and all I see is what could have been. All I see is my son who should be here and is not here, and it's a very hard thing. So you could see her just feeling very sort of withdrawn and not really knowing how to interact with him, and he also does not know how to interact with her because of all of these complex feelings he's feeling as well, the guilt and whatnot. So it was very interesting seeing that depiction, and then to contrast that with her visiting the gravesite, and it was a very short, very brief visit, but everything she said, everything she did was just right on the nose, incredible. Because it's that day-to-day struggle. It is very much that real day-to-day struggle of, hey, I lost this person, and I'm still going to visit, I'm still going to talk with them as though they are still here with me, but I miss this person, I miss them greatly, and there's no replacing, I don't really know how to find solace, but even though I may be over this aspect of it, I may not blame these people anymore, I may not blame the situation, I'm still broken inside, and I'm still sad. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. So the whole last half of the episode was just emotions, emotions, emotions. And then once Win finally did get there, team started telling him some of the details, and then Win kind of cut him off. It's like, no, you don't have to tell me anything. I don't want to hear anything. Just know you're safe. You're here. And yeah, that's where they ended this episode. So it's one of the things that I knew, one of the bridges I knew we were going to have to cross at some point, just from how we were setting up this season early on. So if I thinking about all the things that the plot points we've kind of set up throughout the season, we've got the clarification on what the flashbacks were. We've started telling Win about the death of brother and why, but there's still more conversation to be had there. We've started dealing with Win and his family dynamic with his father and his brothers. There's still some work to be done there, but we've started dealing with that. We've already got Manal and Prook together, B and Prince. They're together now, but I don't remember how many episodes we have left, but there is still the potential to bring more drama in for them, as they are kind of our side ship. I doubt that we're going to dive into Dean and Parm's drama again for this series, because we already spent an entire series with them, so we know what happened with them. So I think even though Dean and Parm are another ship in this series, I think B and Prince are our official side ship, second ship in this. So if there is any other, and then we've also got Mon and Tul, and eventually we'll get them to be together face to face, blah blah blah. But I don't foresee like them having drama. I foresee the rest of their arc is just getting to finally know who is who, and like, oh, it's you, and being happily ever after. So the only other ships in this series I see there being like potential drama for is B and Prince, and I feel like it would come from the acting. It'd be rooted in that, and just trying to keep the relationship secret, because it's easier said than done. It's easy for, Sweet Boy to be like, oh, I'm fine, keeping things as, love is just between us, and if I love you and you love me, that's all that matters. That's great. That's great to say now. And, some people can make that work, but eventually I can see my Sweet Boy not wanting to have to keep this a secret. And I can see that having to keep this secret relationship, I can see that just beginning to wear itself on a person and becoming too much of a burden to bear. Like, I just want to live my life out and proud, have people who've been in the closet know what I'm talking about. So like, it's one thing to have to be in the closet, and then to have to keep your relationship, like, it is a lot. So I could see that being a potential drama point that gets brought up between the two of them if we decide to go drama. They might decide to just keep them sweet and innocent and drama free, and just, okay, they're going to be lovey-dovey and secret for the rest of the season, and that's fine too. But yeah, I think those were all of the major plot points that we started to develop throughout the season. So yeah, we're working our way down towards the end. So we'll see where this series takes us next. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone supporting me over on Patreon. This channel would not be what it is today without your continued support, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough for all you've done for me. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya.